launch a so-called man in the middle. It's actually not a full-fledged kind of man in the middle. So there's a picture here. So actually what happened is when the user Alice want to browse the example.com website, user Alice actually sort of like they give a secret. Then the attackers will actually change the secret that actually passed to the example.com. Then when it actually comes back, alright, the server, should be the other way around. The server should start first. Right, the server actually passed the secret, the public key, right, to Alice, but the attacker actually intercepted, and the attacker actually sends attackers a public key to Alice instead. So Alice will use the attacker public key to encrypt the secret key, which is a symmetric key. And then the attacker will use, right, because this is encrypted using the attacker's public key. So attacker actually have a corresponding private key to decrypt, and the attacker can come up another secret key, or can actually use that the same secret key to encrypt, alright, using the example.com public key, send it to example.com. So this is man in the middle attack, which is actually described here. So this particular task is to help us to understand how PKI can prevent, alright, can defeat such man in the middle attack. So you will try to emulate a man in the middle attack and see how public key infrastructures can prevent them. Alright, so we will select a target website. Here actually use example.com, you can use other. So you should actually use popular site like banking site and social networking site. So step 1, setting up a malicious website. You can use the same Apache server to impersonate
to show how you prevent this attack. You need to do 3 sets of code.
Okay, so task 4, you can actually add a virtual host. You can create a file to here. So the server needs to change it, but the rest of the configuration you can just keep that to be the same. So we'll use the same server. So when a user tries to visit us, you're going to get a user to land in our server. Then step 2, here actually basically tells you that we are not going to do the real man in the middle attack. We just modified the victim's etc host file. So it points something like this. Then we browse the target website to see that this will not be successful. So task 5 is to show that the man in the middle attack will not work. Alright, task 5. Okay. So in task 5, alright, it actually uses this in the txt file, actually using the Facebook. Right, not a real Facebook, you just give it a name called Facebook. Just copy this one, then nano this file, right, change the server name to here, the rest, we change the cert. Alright, the cert file and the key file to this, like server.cert and server.key. actually the actual trace file is which slightly different. I copied the king to this also. But either way it's okay, so you just need to change it. Then you run something like this also. After that, in the VM, you try to browse it, and you should actually get a warning. You should get a warning. Okay, so let me do this part. So again, this is my container. CD to the sites available folder. I copy my king, or you can copy the banks, but it's up to you. To what I call Facebook, or you can use like DBS. Maybe use DBS. Okay, I change it to DBS. Right, then I nano. Right, nano this file. I changed the king 225 to DBS. Right, ignore the rest. Control X. SSL should already be enabled. I don't have to do this. I can do the A2N site, then I run the DBS. So this service Apache 2 reload. Then start. So I think I missed out something. No, sorry, this part is actually correct. Okay, let me go change the document root first. I use back the king 225. You really just need to change the server name. If you look at the left guide instructions, the server name should be the rest, put it the same. Server alias actually doesn't matter because we will not test that. Then let me run again the A2N site. So this Apache to reload. So this Apache to start. After that, in the Facebook, alright, I actually need to add www.dbs.com. For my case, it depends on which website you actually use. So I point it to dbs.com. Save it. Use the Firefox to browse. Okay, browse dbs.com. It got a warning, but this is correct. Look at the advanced, look at the, what is the error code, alright, back, search domain. Look carefully at below the site. Firefox does not trust this site because the user, the search that is not valid for www.dbs.com. So the search is only valid for this, right, the King 2025. This one. So your task 5 will show you that your browser actually got a warning. But of course, some users don't care about the warning, that they just accept this risk and continue. That is something that you should never do. Because you're a technical person, you have knowledge, but out there are actually quite a lot of other users that they may not know the risk, they may just continue. So then in the last task, which is actually the task 6, we are going to make this work. That means we do not want to see the warning. How do we do this? So task 6, launch a man-in-the-middle attack with a compromised CA. We assume that a CA is compromised. The root CA is compromised by attackers and its private key is stolen, so the attacker can generate any sub, right, using the CA private key. So we can use the same settings created in task 5, but we need to demonstrate the man-in-the-middle attack is successful. So that means the browser will not raise any suspicions. Okay. So when the victim visits a website, but land in a man-in-the-middle attack fake website. So if you actually look at the task 6 .txt file that I've actually posted, we are going to create the search. We are going to create, that means we act as the CA is already compromised. Then we could actually use, alright, the CA private key to sort of like to create whatever certificate that we want. So you look at the task 6, the .txt file first. In the VM, we go to create a server signing request. So let me close this. So this is the VM. I'm going to change it slightly from Facebook to DBS. So I change it to dbs.p, dbs.csv. the common name is actually important as dbs.com. So the CN, which is a common name, is www.dbs.com. The organization, you can just put out whatever name, but it doesn't matter. I put out my bank. Imagine I have the bank. C is not important also. Right. Let's put out SG. So this is the request, right? Because it doesn't have dash 509, the dash X509 doesn't have that. Again, remember the passphrase. Else, I created a DBS certificate signing request. Then I'm going to use the CS cert to create a cert for the DBS website. So I run OpenSSL, the config. I do the same as the previous task that what I've done. I use the policy anything. 365 page. Input, right, is dbs.csr. Output is dbs.crt. Then the cert use back the same ca.crt and the ca. And the passphrase is ca.t. So this is like, imagine you know the passphrase for the compromise CA. Can you correct it to this? So if you look at it, this the cert itself. Alright, I just SG is my bank, www.dbs.com.
This one is the resume.
1 year. So this is the first part. Then I'm going to copy the dbs.t and the dbs.crt to the volumes folder so that the container actually has this. I use the U1. Go to a folder that I've created, the dbs.crt and the dbs.t, or I copy that. I paste it in the volume, right, the left setup, paste it here. Then in the containers, I'm going to copy these two files, right, keep cert to the cert folder.
Yeah, I got the certificate.
Okay, that's the container. Alright, I checked this dbs.crt and dbs.t is in the cert folder in your container. Then I go to nano, alright, and nano does file. Actually, you can copy it, sir. You can copy it, or you can actually just nano it, sir, then just copy this whole thing, sir. Oh, because just now in the task file I already created it. So I'm going to change it to like DBS. The important thing is actually your SSL certificate files and the SSL certificate key. These two are the key things. So you see that it's actually from the certs folder, certs dbs.crt, dbs.key. Okay, this is the most important. Alright, for consistency, I just change it, but it doesn't matter. This is the HTTP without the cert. Yes, to save it. Alright, the other thing is I need to copy to the sites available. Sorry, not the sites available, under the var www. Because just now when I do the config files, the DBS Apache SSL.config, the document root I actually put as the var www.dbs, which I don't have. So I got to copy it. I couldn't do this. I copy. Actually, I'm doing the same thing as the .txt file, but I just change the Facebook to DBS. Then I cd to the DBS. Just change some of the text so that you know that you hit the right website. Save it. Remember you need to copy this. Okay, I think I already copied this. Yeah, I already copied it. Let me just confirm. Yeah, the dbs.crt and dbs.p already there. I don't think you need the change mode. You also need the A2 and site. Okay, you may not need this also, but anyway, just run it because I think just now we had did you run it before? Oh, okay, we already run it before. Then we look. Started. So the container site is okay. Alright, then we use the Firefox to browse again. actually didn't give me a warning. Alright, so once you did this, that means you successfully show that if you can actually compromise a CA, this is actually what happened. You could actually create whatever cert that the browser will actually thought that they are actually real websites. So the MN is media attack successful. So when you do this, you also check the certificate change. You go to view certificate, you'll see that like this one. But the issue name is actually Lab 7 CA. So Lab 7 CA, this is a cell science. Okay. So once you have done that, then we have actually done the whole lab for Lab 7. So what are we going to do tomorrow? Right? Tomorrow we'll continue with Lab 8, which is actually the last lab, the TLS lab. We actually have a couple of tasks to be done also. But I will give you the code. Right, that I've actually edited for the lab. So the Lab 8 is actually, we will use back the certificate that we have actually created for today's lesson. Okay. So my suggestion is you possibly, if you keep everything in the volumes folders, you may want to copy to somewhere else. My example for my paper, I actually put it in Lab 7. So tomorrow, if I actually need the cert, I can actually come here to copy. So my suggestion is you possibly do not want to keep it under the volume only. Alright, you may want to copy to another folder in your VM machine. So that is, if tomorrow we need a cert, we can just use it. If not, you have to recreate again for some parts. So again, my suggestion is before you come to class, you may want to read the lab guide first for the last lab, TLS, Transport Layer Security. Right, again, thanks for coming. So if there's anything, let me know.